So that was the part 1 of Pariksha Pe Charcha 2026, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with students selected from different schools of the country at his residence in New Delhi. The online registration for participation in this event began in December last year and ended on 11th January this year. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged everyone to put exams in the right perspective, also prepare for life's exams in a way with confidence and skill. The aim is to further encourage joyful learning among children and prepare them for life. Some of the tips that he gave in Pariksha Pe Charcha 2026 on your screen now. So life is not just about exams, it's about preparing life's exams with confidence and skill. So this is PM's masterclass, so to say, where he encourages everyone for a national dialogue on creating an ecosystem where students are not scared of exams, but rather take the exams in their stride, creating an utsav out of exams. Let's now connect with DD India's correspondent, Saurav Datta, joining us from Haryana Vidya Mandir School, Kolkata. Saurav, yes, you are in Haryana Mandir School there in Kolkata. What tips have students taken from Prime Minister's address in Pariksha Pe Charcha today?
Tanvi, excitement is at its peak after listening to Prime Minister, and here are the students. Which of the Prime Minister's words did you like most?
Thank you so much for letting me speak. Firstly, I would like to thank you to the school and to all the people who organized this session, because it was very much required for our students, because today we felt approachable, that we can approach people, we can approach the generation who wants to listen to us. And as you asked me the best words of Prime Minister, I would say there was one question which a girl or boy asked, that it was about whether marks is important or skill is important. Nowadays there are numerous people divided and they are giving us so different advices, like one is saying that skills is more important, other one is saying no, you need to score marks in order to shine, in order to be someone in the future, to stand. But I think the Prime Minister replied with really sincerity. He said that there is a balance which is required in the life of students. A student life is supposed to be balanced, because as if the pillars will be of equal measurements, then only the building will sustain. In the similar way, a student's life will also sustain if the balance is maintained. So this was the best part of today, and of course him encouraging us to ask, encouraging the students to ask questions, him replying, and the students being so open with him. This was the best part which I really liked today.
What is your name?
My name is Pariksha Mishra. I'm from 11B3.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is Shrestha. I'm from class 11B2.
Okay. Welcome to DD India.
Thank you.
What is your reaction?
I would say this is a very eye-opening for me, for my friends also, because a Prime Minister finding time from his busy schedule and having such an open conversation with the students is a very big thing. And I think it's the questions asked was a very common issues, and we do not usually talk about it, being knowing, but my age kids are facing the same issues. I felt like this was a very great session.
AI, artificial intelligence, use of artificial intelligence prone to digital media. What is, in this regard, what do you want to say?
I would say there is 50-50 answer to this. Like, AI is a very great way of starting new things, but obviously we cannot totally depend upon it. And this new things getting, we are getting exposed to such new things, because as I talked to my elders, they said they didn't know such things were there, but now that we are introduced to AI and everything, I think we are getting to know a lot of stuff.
Principal ma'am is with us. Ma'am, welcome to DD India. And what is your reaction from a teacher's perspective and also as well as a guardian's perspective?
I think this is an excellent initiative taken up by our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. And as Shishta also said just now, that our Prime Minister taking his time out from the busy schedule to encourage and to motivate our young generation is really great. And I think only Modi ji can do this thing. This is really great. So I salute him for this. I think this will make our children very, very confident, mentally very strong, which is very much needed, particularly at this moment.
Ma'am, what is your take from this program? There is one part where Prime Minister mentioned that the number game. What is your take? The exam number game. Students.
Yes, right. Marks is important, but it is not everything in life. He taught a very, very important lesson that marks is definitely important, but it is not everything. It is not the be-all and end-all of life. And also he said to live in the present. I think that is also very, very important.
So Tanvi, over to you.
Thank you very much, Saurav Datta, for bringing us up to speed with the students' reaction, hands-on there. Yes, listening to these bright students of Haryana Mandir School, one is confident that the future of India is very, very bright. Thank you very much, Saurav Datta, for joining us at the moment. On DD India, we continue to have Professor Dinesh Prasad Saklani, Director, National Council of Educational Research and Training, NCERT. Thank you, sir, for staying with us for so long. We all saw the manner in which Prime Minister Modi interacted with students on a one-on-one level, his warmth, his easy approach, his relating to students at their own level as he offered advice. Your take on this amazing ease and effectiveness of this interaction?
He spoken about that. You see how he interacts with the students, just like a family member, a guardian, and he is sharing his experience and listening to them very patiently, and then suggesting the measures, how the life has to be balanced, how we have to take inspiration, how to use AI. AI is very important today. So his suggestion is very important. And I also urge the parents, teachers, and all stakeholders that let us not pressurize our kids. Let us facilitate them. Let us be with them, and let us learn from the experience of life, as Honorable Prime Minister is suggesting. So he is preparing the generation for the developed nation, as I spoke earlier. He is preparing his vision is very broad and far-sightedness. That has to be taken care by everyone, not only the students, but the teachers and parents. They are very much important, and Prime Minister has emphasized on this. And he importantly, significantly gave the message to all that self-confidence, balance in life, doing things in right way. If you have dreams, then working for the dreams, duty first, and be the true citizen of the nation. That these are the very important, significant points for character building also. And character is very much important. That all learning is through the holistic approach. These are the very important things, and we are all doing that as per his vision. NEP 2020 has been rolled out, and NCERT is working for that. Our teaching learning material, all these things are there, experiential learning, and our books are very engaging, interesting, and we are developing holistic progress cards. We have developed holistic assessment is very important. All these things are multilingualism. We are preparing multilingual books now. In 22 languages we have prepared books. We have prepared 120 primers, and out of those 83 are for the tribal languages. So, and our learning teaching material, just as the play-based pedagogy, and all that is for the competence learning. Learning outcomes are there. It is not rote learning at all, and learning from the experience of life. These all things are being ensured by our curriculum. And one more thing which I would like to emphasize: earlier everything used to be the book, but it is not now the book only. From NCERT also we have dynamic curriculum, and in that NCERT has developed more than 287 special modules. These special modules are focused on all important policies, plans, works, actions, achievements of the nation, even the history, just as heritage, and our partition horror, that we are learning about our nation. And we are G20, Viksit Bharat, Garib Kalyan, all these Swadeshi, all these are there. And he has given very, very important tips to adopt the Swadeshi model. And so through Swadeshi, how can we become this self-confident and the developed nation? He has given all that roadmap. And while talking to students, the students were so much confident. This gives me the confidence that we are certainly having a bright future. Our students, as we see that they are stressed, it is not like that. We make them stress. So
Feels
that
very
stress
positive
will be-
attitude among everyone involved.
Yes.
All
Yes.
stakeholders of education.
Yes.
I'm sure you
Yes.
all saw the confidence on children's
Yeah.
faces, and it
Yeah.
gives us all immense pleasure. I have the pleasure here to also introduce our next guest in the studio with me, Dr. Sayam Bhardwaj, Controller of Examination, Central Board of Secondary Education. Sir, at one point, the Prime Minister told the students that education is not about only scoring marks, but improving the overall quality of one's life. A word on that extremely important, but not always understood statement.
What he has said very correctly, because everyone is running behind the marks only. But what is ultimately happening in the life, that marks and mark sheets are somewhere in wardrobe, and you are not able to find it out also to them when you are requiring. So once you are in the public life, then you are working over there, and you are learning from your experiences and performing better and better. Every day you are increasing or improving your skill of living the life for the general things. So in my opinion, what he said, it is very, very much correct that marks are certainly important up to a certain extent, but thereafter there is a necessity that we should learn these skills for live the life and to support the nation, to support the society, to support the earth. So it was a extremely important lesson. And in my opinion, this lesson is not only for the students who have participated in the program with the Honorable Prime Minister, but each and everyone, not only the teacher, not only the students, but the teachers also, the parents also, even the normal public also, they need to learn that what is their responsibilities and how they should just see that they are improving their skills to support the nation.
Okay, so can programs like this, Pariksha Pe Charcha, actually change classroom practices and assessment methods, or do you think they only, remain at motivational level?
No, it is not only at motivational level, ma'am. Certainly what is happening that even all the teachers are listening to him and they are waiting for this session. And I have come across a number of teachers. I am visiting these schools. They are coming to my offices. So it has been observed by me that every time whenever I am meeting to them, they are sharing their views that how they were able to get in touch with the program and how they have learned from the program, and they have practiced the same thing even in the classrooms also. And they have informed me the benefit also. The practice which has been done by the Prime Minister today, if that will be done by the school teachers in the classroom from very first class, I rest assured that the entire thing will change. The life will change, the examination will change, the learning will change.
All right. Professor Saklani, this year's program, as we saw, was being telecast across multiple OTT and digital platforms. How important is this digital reach for inclusivity?
This is, ensuring the inclusivity. As NEP also speaks about the inclusivity, affordability, it is not only inclusive, it is affordable also. You see, if we are gathering in one big auditorium hall, how many of can we afford that will be there? And if we are telecasting this to all, then all means all, without any cost, without without any wastage of time even. In their schools, students are there, teachers are there, and they all are together and they are at ease, they are getting this program. So this is very important, and I think that this pattern is going to cater the need of more and more, and it will add more and more number. It will benefit more and more students, more and more parents, and this is the reach of the technology which makes it inclusive, affordable also. So this is democratic way of taking the things to the public, to all. So this is very important. And this is a new thing. But I think that with technology, we have to move forward and ensure that any such program which is so significant for the life of all must reach to all. And this is the better way of reaching to all.
Yes, Professor Saklani, you're mentioning of technology. How far have we come as a nation in integrating technology into education?
Yeah, of course. Now we are doing that. As you see that we have 200 PME Vidya channels, television channels. PME Vidya, we have 200 channels are there, and for each class we have one channel. So through through television, through radio programs, through all these technology is serving a lot, and we are embedding technology in our educational initiatives. All our textbooks are being not only translated into 22 languages, but being made available. Our videos, our lectures, all they are being recorded. Swayam Parva portal and all these MOOCs, they are helping us a lot. But then again, as the Honorable Prime Minister suggests that everything should be in a balanced manner. We cannot only totally depend on the technology. Technology is a good servant, but bad master also. Let us not make technology our master, but I'll use technology as our assistant. So for that purpose, we are doing all schools. Now you see PM series schools, they are having all these initiatives, and more schools and more educational institutions, higher educational institutions are adopting this pattern, adopting technology, and AI is going to be part of life. But how we can use AI, that tips also Honorable Prime Minister has given, that we use AI but don't depend on AI. It is our support, not our dependency. So dependency is very problematic. So we are doing that, and this technology is being used in our education also on games and gaming and all these. We have virtual labs, we have trainings for the teachers. All these are doing through the technology.
Okay.
Always in a balanced manner.
Okay. Let me take this question to Dr. Bhardwaj. Yes, Prime Minister Modi in his interaction said that harness AI wisely to boost your wisdom. So I'm sure it will take a lot at the student level to tell oneself that I will not use this technology to say complete my assignment, but to actually boost my wisdom. Prime Minister Modi gave that option that you write in AI that which are the 10 biographies I should read. So your comment on that approach?
Basically, what he has tried to spread amongst the students or to the citizens of the country, that there is a necessity that we should use AI in a very scientific manner. And manner is that we should develop ourselves to use the AI and further develop the technology. Technology shouldn't rule to the human being, but we should rule the technology. And therefore, what was the vision, or what is the vision of the Prime Minister, in my opinion, that he is trying to explain it to the students, that no, see that what best is the way by which you can use the technology or the AI to get better and better information in the smallest time, in the shortest time, basically. So with that, if it is done by the students properly, they are not depending on the AI for their homework, for their other assignment, for getting the answers of certain questions. But if they are trying to get more holistic information using the AI, which would be helpful to them to reduce the time to reduce the learning time, that is going to make the change as far as the technology or use of technology is concerned.
Okay. At many points in the program, Prime Minister Modi also mentioned of, taking your work to social media. He mentioned of developing skills, online-friendly skills for that matter. He said you should wisely manage your time to be able to spend, time on your other activities as well. And I'm sure Prime Minister Modi realized that children these days spend a lot of time on social media. Countries and governments across the world are now mulling how time should be restricted for social media and for students under the age of 16. I would like to throw this question to you. How much social media time is adequate for children, say, under 16?
Actually, time management is very important in life, and as Honorable Prime Minister has said, so we cannot give a fixed hour. Self-realization among the students is very important. So once they realize, then they will follow that. If we fix some time, that time we should not fix, I think. We should suggest the students that, look, social media is for betterment. It is not for misuse. And don't try to depend on social media and take everything to social media. As he suggested that you think about yourself. You should have dreams, but don't hear those dreams in social media, or but achieve those. Fix your targets. So restricted use of social media will come through the communication with the students, convincing them and guiding them, just as Honorable Prime Minister has suggested. So I don't think that any hours or minutes or seconds should be fixed for that from any side.
Okay.
Let we be communicative with the students on this, and our parents should also take care of this. Then there will be no problem. If we are restricting the kids, then it becomes a conflict. We should find the solution for this through dialogue, through engaging ourselves with the students. Teachers and parents must engage with their kids and their students, and through that, they should also have a model of using social media. First, the teacher should suggest this, then look, I also use social media, but at what time, for which purpose, then it will have the time management also. That is my approach, I think.
Okay, would you like to add to that, Dr. Bhardwaj?
Certainly, social media, what is happening now these days, and what is the stress and why it is over there. It is only because of the students are not managing the time period, or the time management is not over there. They are not ensuring that how much time is to be given to the studies and how much time is given to the sports or to the social media. So most of the time is going into the social media only, and therefore the time left with them for the studies is less. And during that period, they are not able to come up to the expectation which is desired from them. And therefore, the stress is over there. So the statement made by the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister today, to restrict or to limit it or a better use of the social media for the development of the skills, for the development of the individual is very, very important one. And it is giving the teaching to each and everyone that we should not hate to the social media. We should use it, but we should use it in a very, very limited manner for the specific purpose and to achieve certain goals only.
Okay, another thing that moved me about this interaction was when students were writing on the blackboard, choosing a very significant phrase. It was, I used to be scared of ... and they wrote their fears. Tell us why this very significant phrase was chosen.
Certainly, in my opinion, it was a very good system where probably students were asked to write down the things on the board, what they are having in the mind, so that Prime Minister will go through this, these phrases or the ideas or the thought process, whatever the students are having, and then he would be addressing to each and everyone. So this was I would certainly say, very, very important initiative, and it was chosen just to, what is happening now these days, that in most of the schools, amongst the students, these kind of problems are existing. So it has been observed that if the important issues are taken care of, and with these important issues, if the message is communicated, so more will be benefited.
Of course, sometimes we don't get the freedom also to talk about these things. That girl wrote, I am scared of low marks, and one could imagine that low marks is such a stigma on their minds. I mean, it weighs heavily on their mind to get out of it, and once you write it and you sort of face it up front and with the Prime Minister, that's another golden opportunity. Yes, Professor Saklani, finally, if I were to ask you to sum up three biggest long-term gains for students and the nation from Pariksha Pe Charcha, what would they be?
One, have self-confidence, and time management is very important, and express yourself. For the students, for teachers, they should learn how Prime Minister is making students friend, to being friends with the students, being friend with the kids is very important for teachers and also the parents. This is the second thing, how Prime Minister asked them to write their problems they have written. Now I think that teachers should also take this. And third, always keep updated. Don't forget the past, but focus on the present. Learn from the past for the present, and then this present will ensure our better future. So this is the strategy. So Prime Minister spoke about the plan, about the strategy, and about the action. These three important things are for all. And I think this is going to enable our society and make our nation a developed nation truly.
Okay, let me quickly go to our correspondent joining us from India South. Akshaya Nath is joining us from Chennai. Let's see what she has for us. Akshaya, over to you.
Tanvi, we have been at a school in Chennai. And we're seeing that the children had been very excited to see the Prime Minister talk. And you know, when we were children, when we were giving our 10th and 12th exams, we did not have anybody to give us or guide us about the examinations or tell us that, you know, don't be afraid. So right now we have some children who want to join and give us a few quick tips on what they understood from the Prime Minister's speech. You know, it's been very inspiring is what you were telling me. Can you tell what you've learned or what encouraged you or inspired you from his speech?
So from this program, one thing that struck me really hard was that when a student had confusion between the, before about the boards and the competitive exams, so how to manage them both at the same time because they arrive at the same month and all. So how to manage them both they asked, and Prime Minister said that to focus only on the schools portion. So like when we study the school's portions, it almost follows up, the competitive exams follows up behind.
And you were also listening to him very keenly. Can you tell me what did you like or what did you pick up from his speech?
I like that the sir spoke that about how we can handle our family situation as well as studies. At the same point, it was really inspiring what he spoke. We were also able to relate with our daily life.
Do you feel that you're less tense now with the Prime Minister talking to you on these levels?
Yes, ma'am. I think that after his speech, I learned a lot, and we are learning about how to handle stress and how to.
We also have the principal of the school, sir. Even for the teachers, it's very important to ensure that students don't get stressed, and the Prime Minister has been addressing on that point as well. So, what is your takeaway, sir?
Actually, stress is the only one thing that disturbs what and all we prepare and come. So ensuring that the children are there in the stress-free environment, that really helps us to see that we are able to bring a better output, and then children enjoy examination, and that makes them to see that how what and all their own understanding, that they are able to present it very well. So we are able to ensure that this program has really helped the teachers to deal the children, keeping them in a stress-free environment, and also it really ensures that the children themselves, how they will become stress-free on their own.
So, a stress-free environment is something that is very ideal for children when they're preparing for competitive examinations, and that's exactly what the teachers here are also trying to provide. And this is an inspiration from the Prime Minister's speeches is what we've been hearing most of the teachers here regularly telling us, Tanvi.
Okay, thank you very much, Akshaya Nath, joining us from Chennai. Let me go for one final assessment from Dr. Sayam Bhardwaj with me in the studio. So do you think the interactions with students like that of Pariksha Pe Charcha with the Prime Minister of the country have the potential to change the entire ecosystem of education, where the emphasis on bringing the individuality of the child out rather than just focusing on marks?
Certainly, in the entire world, in no country probably the Prime Minister or head of the country would be taking such an initiative. See the total program today, starting from beginning to the end. He has changed the entire system of the country, I would say. Not only the education, he has put the seed of the Indianization in the mind and in the heart of the students also. And therefore, in my opinion, through this program, it is not only that how to de-stress during the examination and prepare betterly for the examination, but how to be disciplined for the examination, how to manage the time for the preparation of the examination, how efforts and hard work is to be done by the students and by the entire country. I would say why it is this program is restricted to the students only. It should be for each and everyone.
He said, identify your skills. What can you contribute to the nation?
Yeah, even it is for me also. It is for you also. So everyone is feel empowered once after attending this kind of initiative of the Honorable Prime Minister of India. And when we are going back to our home, we are again re-energized. We are able to do better work. And the same is with the students also. So it is entirely different program and it is going to change. Last year you might be knowing that it was recorded in the Guinness Book of World Record also.
Yes, it was. So, and I'm sure this time our participation is even higher. So
even higher.
We might earn a Guinness Book World Record one more time.
One more time. So what is the idea behind it? That this small initiative which is taken from the heart of the Prime Minister is changing the life of the students, changing the life of the individuals who want to learn. They should come and see this kind of program.
Indeed, indeed. It definitely encourages a national dialogue on joyful learning, the interaction every student in India looks forward to at this time of the year. I would like to thank Professor Dinesh Prasad Saklani, Director NCERT, Dr. Sayam Bhardwaj, Controller Examination CBSE, and also Dr. Jyoti Gupta, Director Principal KR Mangalam World School, for joining us earlier in the program. Well, of course, the aim is to give children the platform to, spell out their fears and doubts and to be able to be, better prepared for life, for preparing the life's exams with skill and confidence. That's all in this broadcast. Do stay tuned for the next part of this interaction, Pariksha Pe Charcha, in the days ahead. That's all in this broadcast. Thank you for joining us at the moment. News and updates continue on our channel, DD India. Namaskar.